channel. Today we are talking about My Bloody Valentine, the remake, in honor of the most hallmarky holiday there ever is, Valentine's Day. If you are seeing this, you should see a commentary also as well on the channel. So we're doing a review and a commentary for Valentine's Day. So you single fucks out there, lonely fucks, horny fucks, couple fucks, whatever the fuck you are, you can watch along with me in my commentary, or you can just hear me ramble about this movie for about 5-10 minutes or so. It's your choice. So today we're talking about My Bloody Valentine, the remake. Let's get it. So My Bloody Valentine, I fucking love this movie, okay? You can watch my commentary or listen to it, and I'll go into really details of why I love this movie. But to sum it up, I like this movie. I watch this every Valentine's Day. Every Valentine's Day. I don't know what it is. I understand the critiques with this movie. I understand classic My Bloody Valentine's Day fans hate this movie because it's not the original. They literally take the original and they shove it in the first 20 minutes, and then after that it's a whole different movie. And again, I get that. I don't know. I watched My Bloody Valentine, the original, and the remake back-to-back one year for Valentine's Day. And I liked the remake more. Like, the original is good. Don't get me wrong. It's a classic, but it didn't have nothing in it for me. Like, it had cool kills, in which we might review My Bloody Valentine next year, the original. But I don't know, it had something about it that I was just like, I get it, but this is the same for me. Like, this, I don't know. This one, on the other hand, I like it a lot more because of the reasons I'm about to get into. So yeah, while I understand the critiques, and I understand why classic My Bloody Valentine's Day fans don't like this movie because, oh, Harry Warden is the killer for like 15 minutes and then he goes away and then now it's just a whodunit. Again, I get that. I get the critique of that. But that's why I like this. That's why I like this, because it's not how I think a remake should be. A remake to me should be, you take the essence, not necessarily the story, not necessarily anything else, the essence of the original, of whatever you're trying to do, whether it's Child's Play, Poltergeist, Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw, My Bloody Valentine, whatever the fuck you're remaking. You take the essence of the original while doing something new. Because that's what, okay, if not, you're going to have a Psycho on your hands. You're going to have a Vince Vaughn Psycho, where it's shot for shot, the exact same movie, just in color. Nobody wants that. So I like when a remake does something different. I like when a remake takes the essence of a movie, like My Bloody Valentine, takes the essence of it and does something new with it. Just like the Child's Play remake, just like the Texas Chainsaw remake, just like the Friday remake. They all take the essence of what the original was while doing something new. Because what's the point of remaking something if you're just going to tell the exact same story, the exact same way, when you have a movie that's the exact same way? So that's just me, though. That's just my opinion on remakes. So while I understand that critique of, oh my god, this is just literally a whole whodunit movie with My Bloody Valentine slapped on it, I get that. But at the same time, that's what a remake should do. So, tangent aside, I just wanted to say that real quick before we get into it. So yeah, My Bloody Valentine. I like this movie because of the fact that while the 3D is a little meh, the 3D was definitely, that was big back in the day. Friday the 13th, I think, was in 3D. This movie was in 3D. Every movie back in the day was in 3D. I like this movie because of the fact that I like that whodunit aspect to it. I've always liked that core. That's why I love the Scream franchise, because I love that classic whodunit, who's the killer, who's blah blah blah. So, and while I enjoy that they at least had Harry Warden in there somewhere, I think the whodunit aspect was fine. Now, is it lifetimey drama? Oh my god, Axel and Dean from fucking Supernatural and all this shit, that love triangle going on? Yeah, it's a little dramedy. It's a little, okay, whatever. This is shit you see on fucking Lifetime channel TLC bullshit.
Harry Warden, right? He attacked you.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that he's been dead for 10 years, how comes no one else saw him?
I don't know, Sheriff, but I was there. I saw him.
You know, this town's in a frenzy because of you. I'm gonna put an end to that right now.
Love the fucking, the first 15 minutes while Harry Warden is still the killer, where he goes in the mines and he's just fucking slaughtering kids and shit. Now, while I will say, I do love the practical effects in this movie, there are some CGI in it that's fucking terrible. That is terrible. Like the pickaxe going through the eye, which is a callback to Friday the 13th Part 3, I think, where the fucking pickaxe goes through the eye and it comes out. While that could have been done in practical effects, they decided to do CG because this movie was in 3D and the CG would have picked up with the 3D. Yeah. Now, but there are some good practical effects. There really are some good practical effects. One of the callbacks to the original My Bloody Valentine with the washer kill. That is a really cool one because it's practical. I like that one. Forgot to mention Tom Atkins is in this movie. My man, the man, the myth, the legend, Tom Atkins is in this movie. Fucking Dr. Chalice. He's in this, and I like his kill as well, where he fucking, the pickaxe is through his mouth, which again is practical, until, I'm not going to say who, I'm just going to call it, I'm going to call him Minor. I'm just going to call him Minor, because I don't want to spoil who it is. And then when he pulls the fucking pickaxe out of his jaw, and it comes flying, while that's CGI, the rest of it was practical, and it looked really cool. So, there are practical, if anything, everything's practical until the money shot. Until when someone's getting stabbed, or until someone's getting, like, something pulled out of them. That's when it becomes CGI, because they need to blood splatter it onto the screen. Meanwhile, everything else is practical. Everything else about the movie is practical, and I love that. So the practical effects for this movie, I really enjoy. I love the brutality more of the Minor / Harry Warden in this one than I do the original. While in the original he had some brutal kills, don't get me wrong, this one he's fucking balls to the wall. Like, he pickaxe a dude to the top of the head, he fucking slices someone he slices someone's head in half with a shovel, which is a really cool kill. He fucking stabs him in there. And then you have, of course, the washer kill I've already mentioned. And he stabs someone through the pickaxe. And then there's a really cool kill later on where he's doing some fucking ninja moves where a guy comes to where he's taking his own pickaxe and he's about to hit the Minor across the face, and he dodges it by taking his leg and shoving it back in his face. That's fucking cool to me. I'm sorry, it's fucking cool. So, well, that's, like, there's just, to me, I'm a big sucker when I watch slashers. You gotta have two things to me to appeal to me. Creative kills and a really unique slasher. Like, a really unique killer. Because if you just have a basic man who's like, yeah, I'm a janitor at a school and I'm just gonna kill you with my hammer, it's like, okay. That's not cool to me. But if you're like, I'm a janitor with a fucking chainsaw for hands, and I'm covered in fucking toxic waste, and I'm just gonna go slay bitches, and it's like, okay, now you got my attention. So while yes, he's a pretty, it's a guy in a fucking gas mask who's, you know, going around killing people. While yes, on paper that seems a little meh, but he has his presence to him with his I called him in my commentary Dart Tater. He has this breathing thing about him that sounds just like Darth Vader. And then of course the creative kills on top of it. So like, I don't know, I appreciate the Minor and the kills more in this movie than I do the original. Again, the original is a classic and I'm not knocking on it. I just prefer the original. So yeah. And to me, and this is just me, y'all can let it be known down below how y'all feel. I personally think this is a remake that's underrated. It came out like 4 or 5 months before Friday the 13th. And it was in the middle of that remake craze where you had Rob Zombie's remake, you had Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday. I think Piranha by this time was already out, if not coming out. You had all kinds of different horror remakes going on. And this was one of them that I think kind of got lost under the radar. I don't think, again, I'm not fucking sucking this movie's dick. I'm not saying it's the greatest fucking remake out there or the greatest movie of all time. I just think it's a little shitted on more than it needs to be. Again, I understand the problems this movie has. Love triangle is fucking bullshit, cheesy. The twist of who the killer is really not that fucking, like, holy shit revealing. They definitely lay it out. They definitely lay it out right in front of you. You could probably guess the killer within the first kill or two of the movie. So again, I'm not necessarily saying this movie's fucking perfect. I just prefer it over the original to me. So, but yeah, and then we're going to get into the ending real quick, so if you, by all means, want to watch this movie, you just wanted to hear someone's basic opinion on it, I say give it a shot. It's a fun little slasher movie for Valentine's Day. Don't walk into it thinking it's going to be the greatest thing you've ever seen. Don't walk into it expecting, holy shit, this is going to blow me away. Just watch it for a fun slasher time, and I think you'll have a great time with it if you watch it under those lenses. So now we're going to get into the spoilers of this movie, and we're going to reveal who the killer is and what I think of the twist. So, spoiler warning. It is my friend Dean Winchester. I can't remember what his name is in this movie, but Dean. Fucking Dean from Supernatural. He's the killer. Because back in whatever year the Harry Warden attacks happened, whatever year that is, they all got attacked by Harry Warden, and Dean's had fucking PTSD ever since. And that PTSD got so bad to the point where he decided to become the killer. And that's who he is in this movie. He is the killer. He has split personalities. He embodied the personality of Harry Warden, I guess. That's how I understand it. And so yeah, he's the killer. And again, they don't necessarily hide it. Like, you can tell within the first kill of the movie, that whether at the Thunderbird Hotel, you can literally pin the pieces. It's like, okay, he checks in while those people are having sex. When they're done having sex, the miner pops up. Connect the dots, my man. Connect the dots. You don't see Dean at all through that entire motel section. You don't see him in the window looking worried. You don't see nothing. And then they try to trick you when later they're down in the mine shafts and he comes face to face with the fucking miner, and you're like, oh, maybe not. Maybe not. They try to give you a red herring, but nope. It's like, nope, nope. That's not real either. So again, they do try. They do try to not make it seem so obvious, but it's pretty obvious. We all know it was fucking Dean. And again, they try at the third act to be like, no, it's Axel. No, it's him. No, it's him. It's like, I get what you are trying to do. You are trying to make me second guess my options, but you've already pretty much gave me enough evidence to know it's Dean. It's Dean. So. But yeah, so the twist, while it's not holy shit, M. Night Shyamalan blow your dick off kind of movie, it definitely is like, okay, cool. I kind of figured. So again, while this movie's not perfect, while this movie's not great, I do enjoy it. It's a fun Valentine's Day rewatch for me every year. I might watch the original next year, just to break up the flow of watching the remake. And again, I might have a newfound love for the original at that point. But from what I remember watching the original, I didn't love it as much as I did this one. So, again, let your voices be heard down below. Do you love this remake? Do you hate this remake? I'd love to read your opinions and your thoughts, while also crying because I'm alone. Not really. So yeah, you let your voices be heard down below. You let me know what you think of this movie. Do you love it? Do you hate it? And I will see y'all next fucking time. Happy Valentine's Day, all you sexy fucks. And as always, peace out. Boo!